Have you ever noticed how life after menopause can feel like both an ending and a new beginning? One day, your body changes, hot flashes, night sweats, and yes, shifts in your intimate life. And suddenly you wonder, is this as good as it gets? Here's the truth. It doesn't have to be. In fact, this stage of life can be a time of rediscovery, a chance to embrace a deeper sense of connection, comfort, and confidence in your own skin. Research shows that when women pay attention to their sexual wellness after menopause, they experience better overall health. A recent report in the Journal of Menopausal Health found that women who adopt targeted self-care routines, everything from pelvic floor exercises to mindful touch, report higher life satisfaction, less stress, and even improved sleep quality. Those are powerful benefits that ripple into every part of your life. Let me tell you about Irene. At age 62, she felt like her body had become a stranger to her. She avoided intimacy because of discomfort and dryness, and the emotional distance worried her. But after learning a few simple strategies, like using soothing, natural lubricants and exploring gentle pelvic floor stretches, she rediscovered pleasure and closeness with her partner. Suddenly, she wasn't just going through the motions. She felt alive again. And Irene isn't alone. Many women, from their early 60s through their 70s and beyond, find that a few elderly wellness tips can make all the difference. Embracing new products designed for mature bodies, communicating openly about desires and boundaries, and weaving small rituals of touch into daily life. So, what changes have you noticed in your own body since menopause? Have you felt the shift in comfort or confidence? Maybe you've wondered if it's too late to feel excited about intimacy again. Together, we're going to challenge that idea and replace it with hope. Over the next segments, we'll dive into simple, science-backed strategies you can start using today. No special equipment, no complicated routines, just straightforward actions that honor your body's wisdom and your heart's desire for connection. One of the most common changes after menopause is a shift in vaginal comfort. As estrogen levels decline, many women notice increased dryness, thinning tissues, or even mild discomfort during intimacy. These physical changes aren't something you have to simply live with. They're signals that your body needs a bit of extra support and care. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that nearly half of postmenopausal women experience vaginal dryness, which can affect not only physical comfort, but also emotional well-being and desire. Recognizing this as a natural part of aging and knowing there are simple, effective steps you can take can make all the difference in your sexual wellness after menopause. Let me share Irene's story again. At 62, she told me she felt disconnected from her body. Intimacy became uncomfortable, and she started avoiding it. That distance weighed on her relationship and left her feeling less confident. Then, she discovered water-based lubricants designed specifically for mature skin, along with a twice-weekly vaginal moisturizer recommended by her gynecologist. She also began gentle pelvic floor stretches each evening, little movements that took only 5 minutes, but helped increase blood flow and tissue resilience. Within weeks, Irene noticed a remarkable shift. Intimacy felt more comfortable, and she began to look forward to close moments again. Here are 4 research-backed, elderly wellness tips you can start using today to nurture comfort and confidence. 1. Choose the right lubricant and moisturizer. Why it helps. Water-based, pH-balanced products replenish moisture without irritation. How to use. Apply lubricant immediately before intimacy. Use a gentle vaginal moisturizer, not a lubricant 2 to 3 times per week, to maintain hydration between moments of intimacy. 2. Incorporate gentle pelvic floor exercises. Why it helps. Strengthening pelvic floor muscles improves circulation and tissue health, reducing discomfort and enhancing sensation. How to use. Try simple lift and release Kegel exercises. Imagine stopping the flow of urine. Hold 5 seconds, then release. Repeat 10 times each night before bed. 3. Stay hydrated and prioritize overall skin care. Why it helps. Hydration supports mucous membranes throughout your body, including vaginal tissue. How to use. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water daily and use a mild, fragrance-free cleanser during showers to avoid further dryness. 4. Communicate openly with your partner and healthcare provider. Why it helps. Honest conversations build trust, reduce anxiety, and ensure you get professional guidance on products and treatments like vaginal estrogen, if appropriate. How to use. Share what feels good and what doesn't. Schedule a candid talk with your doctor about any persistent discomfort. There's no shame in seeking solutions. Have you noticed any changes in comfort or confidence during intimacy? What small step could you try this week? A new lubricant, a few pelvic floor lifts, or a heart-to-heart conversation to feel more at ease? By honoring these simple practices, you're not only improving physical comfort, you're reclaiming confidence, deepening connection with your partner, and strengthening your overall sense of well-being in this new phase of life. After addressing comfort, the next step in nurturing your sexual wellness after menopause is to bring gentle movement and mindful touch into your routine. Movement and intentional physical connection help increase circulation, ease tension, and awaken the body's natural sensations, key ingredients for rediscovering pleasure and confidence. Studies published in the Journal of Women's Health show that regular, low-impact exercise not only boosts cardiovascular health, but also improves sexual function by enhancing blood flow to intimate areas and reducing stress hormones. And when we pair movement with mindfulness, fully tuning into how our bodies feel, we deepen our connection to ourselves and to our partners. Take Paul, for example. At 68, he noticed that he and his wife Irene were both moving less and feeling more tense in their bodies. Intimacy felt stiff and mechanical. Then they discovered partner-assisted stretching and gentle yoga. Each evening, they spent 10 minutes guiding each other through simple shoulder rolls, hip openers, and seated twists, always checking in with one another about what felt good. Slowly, they began to notice subtle shifts. Hips felt more open, shoulders less tight, and a new sense of playfulness returned to their closeness. That gentle stretching prepared their bodies for intimacy, reducing discomfort and inviting more ease. Here are 4 elderly wellness tips to integrate gentle movement and mindful touch into your life. 1. Daily full body stretching. Why it helps. Lengthens muscles, eases stiffness, and primes circulation. How to use. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning on gentle stretches, ankle circles, seated cat-cow, or side stretches, focusing on smooth, deliberate breaths. 2. Partner-assisted massage and self-massage. Why it helps. Touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and endorphins, which boost mood and relax muscles. How to use. Use a light lotion or oil. One partner massages the other's shoulders, lower back, or feet. Then switch. Even a few minutes can dissolve tension and invite closeness. 3. Mindful breathing during intimate moments. Why it helps. Deep, synchronized breathing calms the nervous system and enhances arousal by keeping you present. How to use. As you and your partner connect, whether cuddling or more intimate, inhale together for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4, and notice how your bodies soften. 4. Low-impact exercise, yoga, tai chi, or brisk walking. Why it helps. Improves balance, flexibility, and mood, all of which support a healthy sex drive and physical comfort. How to use. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes, 3 times a week, of a chosen activity. If yoga feels right, try a gentle yin or restorative class designed for seniors. Which of these movement or touch practices speaks to you the most? Could you try a 2-minute stretch or a brief massage tonight to see how your body responds? By weaving gentle movement and mindful touch into your days, you're not only supporting your physical health, you're opening the door to deeper connection, renewed confidence, and a more vibrant, intimate life after menopause. When it comes to sexual wellness after menopause, what we eat and how we nourish our bodies can have a profound impact on our physical comfort, mood, and energy levels. During menopause, our hormone levels fluctuate, and this shift can affect everything from libido to vaginal dryness. The good news is, by making thoughtful changes to our diet and exploring natural ways to support hormonal balance, we can enhance not only our overall well-being, but also our intimacy. Let's talk about nutrition. As our bodies age, our nutritional needs evolve, and certain foods become more essential for maintaining energy, reducing inflammation, and supporting hormone production. You might be wondering, what foods can help with these shifts? 1. Omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, found in foods like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, help reduce inflammation and support hormone function. Omega-3s also have mood-boosting properties, which are essential for mental and emotional well-being. 2. Phytoestrogens. These plant-based compounds, found in soy, flax seeds, and lentils, mimic estrogen in the body. While they don't fully replace estrogen, they can help ease symptoms like vaginal dryness and low libido, which are common during menopause. 3. Vitamin D and calcium. Menopause can lead to bone density loss, so it's important to focus on foods that support bone health. Leafy greens, fortified dairy, and eggs are excellent sources of calcium and vitamin D, both of which also have a role in supporting sexual function. 4. Antioxidants. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables, like berries, tomatoes, and leafy greens, are packed with antioxidants that help fight free radicals, reduce oxidative stress, and protect the body's cells, including the cells in your reproductive system. Now, let's take the example of Alice. Alice is in her early 70s, and she noticed her libido and energy levels decreasing after her menopause began. After speaking with her doctor, she decided to focus more on nutrition, eating a diet rich in omega-3s, phytoestrogens, and antioxidants. She started incorporating more salmon, flax seeds, and blueberries into her meals, and within a few months, she began feeling more energized, with her intimacy becoming more enjoyable again. Alice also found that certain foods helped reduce some of her menopausal symptoms, like hot flashes and vaginal dryness, which significantly improved her overall experience of intimacy. In addition to these dietary changes, it's worth discussing hormonal support. For some women, bioidentical hormone therapy (BHT) or other treatments might be an option to restore hormonal balance. These treatments are designed to be more similar to the body's natural hormones and may help reduce menopausal symptoms such as vaginal dryness, low libido, and mood swings. However, it's always important to consult with a healthcare provider to determine if this is a safe and beneficial option for you. What changes could you make to your diet to support your hormonal health? Have you tried adding more omega-3s or phytoestrogens to your meals? How might these changes impact your energy and intimacy? By nourishing your body with the right foods and exploring safe hormonal options, you can give your body the support it needs to thrive through menopause and beyond, leading to enhanced sexual wellness, confidence, and overall vitality. Beyond physical comfort and nourishment, nurturing your sexual wellness after menopause means tending to your mind and heart. Emotional intimacy and mental well-being play a powerful role in how you feel about yourself and how you experience closeness with a partner. When your mind is calm, your mood uplifted, and your connection deepened, the spark of intimacy follows naturally. Research in the Journal of Aging and Mental Health highlights that women who prioritize emotional connection and mindfulness report higher satisfaction in their relationships and improved overall life satisfaction. In other words, when you care for your emotional health, you're also caring for your intimate well-being. Take Alice and Janet as an example. Both in their mid-70s, they've been together for over 40 years. After menopause, they noticed their physical intimacy changing, but what worried them more was the subtle drift in their emotional closeness. Conversations felt routine, and moments of laughter became less frequent. They feared that without a foundation of emotional warmth, their intimate life would feel hollow. To address this, Alice and Janet created a simple daily ritual, the 5-minute check-in. Each evening, they'd sit together, no screens, no distractions, and share one thing they appreciated about each other and one emotion they felt that day. Sometimes it was joy over a shared memory. Other times it was frustration with a chore or concern about health. By speaking openly and listening without judgment, they rekindled a sense of trust and understanding. Here are 4 elderly wellness tips for cultivating emotional intimacy and mental well-being. 1. Daily emotional check-ins. Why it helps. Regular communication strengthens trust and reduces anxiety. How to use. Spend 3 to 5 minutes each evening sharing one positive highlight and one challenge of the day. 2. Practice guided meditation or mindfulness. Why it helps. Mindfulness reduces stress, balances mood, and brings you into the present moment. How to use. Follow a 10-minute guided meditation designed for seniors. There are many free resources online focusing on breath and body sensations. 3. Plan shared activities. Why it helps. New experiences build positive memories and deepen your bond. How to use. Schedule a weekly walk in nature, a cooking date, or a simple art project, something you both enjoy and look forward to. 4. Seek support when needed. why it helps. Talking with a counselor or joining a women's wellness group can offer new perspectives and coping strategies. How to use. Look for local or online support groups focused on menopause, self-care, or emotional intimacy after 60. When was the last time you and your partner shared a moment of true emotional connection without distractions? What small ritual could you introduce this week to deepen your bond and uplift your mood? By tending to your emotional health and fostering meaningful connection, you're not only enriching your relationships, but also enhancing your overall sense of joy and fulfillment in this stage of life. As we reach the end of our journey through sexual wellness after menopause, let's take a moment to reflect on the simple, research-backed steps we've explored and how they can transform your everyday life. First, we nurtured comfort and confidence by choosing the right vaginal care products and adding gentle pelvic floor exercises to your routine. Then, we embraced gentle movement and mindful touch, from partner stretches to deep, synchronized breaths, to awaken your body's natural sensations and strengthen the bond with your partner. Next, we dove into nourishing your body with targeted nutrition, omega-3s, phytoestrogens, antioxidants, and discussed the potential role of safe hormonal support, always in consultation with your healthcare provider. Following that, we cultivated mental well-being and emotional connection, introducing daily check-ins, mindfulness practices, and shared activities that deepen trust and joy. Each of these elderly wellness tips offers a pathway to reclaim pleasure, confidence, and closeness in this new chapter of life. Remember Irene rediscovering intimacy with a simple moisturizer and pelvic floor stretch. Think of Paul and Irene's playful partner-assisted yoga, opening bodies and spirits. Recall Alice's vibrant energy boost from nutrient-rich meals and the warmth Janet and Alice found in their 5-minute nightly check-in. These examples show that it doesn't take drastic measures or complicated routines to enhance your sexual wellness after menopause. Just thoughtful, consistent actions that honor your body's wisdom and your heart's desire for connection. What is one practice from this video that you feel inspired to try this week? Perhaps it's experimenting with a new lubricant, guiding your partner through a gentle stretch, adding flaxseed to your breakfast, or carving out time for a heartfelt conversation. By choosing one small step today, you send a powerful message to yourself. You deserve comfort, joy, and meaningful connection at every age. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If these insights resonated with you, share your experience in the comments below. Your story might encourage someone else to take that first step toward renewed vitality. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to The Elder Voice and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos on living your healthiest, happiest life after 60. Remember, menopause is not an end. It's a gateway to a richer, more empowered you. Embrace these practices with kindness and curiosity, and allow each moment of self-care to remind you of the strength and wisdom you carry. Your best years, filled with comfort, connection, and confidence, are still unfolding. Stay connected, stay empowered, and here's to your well-being in every season of life.